It's week 5 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Tre'Davious White. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Rams and the Packers, next on Madden Football.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The L.A. offense going to go to work for the first time, and it is the veteran Matthew Stafford at the helm in his 16th NFL season and 4th with the Rams.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The numbers a week ago for Kupp. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
7 yards there and a first down. The Rams are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 19 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. A pause now as they tend to an injured player. And it's the quarterback, Jordan Love. He's shaken up out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Clifford working from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 8 now. This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Looking to throw, Clifford. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Clifford. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective nonetheless.
Clifford will throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And give the tackle to Quentin Lake. You talk about this Rams defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Play action. Here's Clifford. That's to Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Pratt going to look to throw. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. Now Pratt. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford heading back out. And he's had a hard time avoiding the interceptions of late. A couple last week, a couple more so far in this one. See if he can do better here as they start with a 1st down. And that's to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings them 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Back to throw, Stafford. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
For the Rams field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing. Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Here's Daniel Whelan now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Stafford. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
To throw is Stafford. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. No, and I think he went backward. He did. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Love from the gun. That's complete. He finds Jayden Reed. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Love. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Love looking to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now 2nd and 3. To throw now. Here's Love. Completes it again to Dobbs. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Musgrave's got it out right. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Love now. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure. Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead. And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
A final shot before the break, Stafford. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Ethan Evans on down to punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll start by zooming out to Santa Clara. Arizona in town to face San Francisco, and it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. Brock Purdy with a touchdown pass to Deebo Samuel. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Jaylen Warren 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Saquon Barkley's replacement, big shoes to fill. Devin Singletary, a touchdown there. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The tight end in motion right. Out of the gun now on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams 38-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 28. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They'll run on first down. It's Lloyd, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Bobby Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Working out of the gun. Love. Forced out to under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bobby Brown, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
That's about as exciting of a one-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Stafford. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, LA! Puka Nacua, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. From the 45 on 2nd down. Love. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Looking to throw. Love. Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. Love. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jayden Reed A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The football going back to the Rams now. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Stafford now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. The handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League. Back now in Los Angeles. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also...
Touchdown! Romeo Doubs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Carlson's extra point up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now it's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. To the air again, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
A give to Williams, running right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyren Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. That's complete to Dobbs. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So now Stafford and the Rams down 24-17. A little under 2.5 to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. To throw is Stafford. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now it's Stafford. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets him negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Stafford now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Kupp.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Now Stafford.
He's going to find Atwell open downfield.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Extra point attempt to come here. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Love. That is incomplete.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here's 1st down.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
That's taken in by Watson. So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Off the play fake, Love. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Lloyd. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Completed out left to Dobbs. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action. Love to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So a win here for the Packers, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw.